welcome to another edition of the Mississippi Pickers.
Hello everyone, my name is Tony with the Mississippi Pickers.
And I'm Deidre with the Mississippi Pickers.
And we sell on eBay full time. This is our job.
Yep.
Can you believe it? I can't. I still can't. I used to be a police officer years ago, and I got into retail really recently, like 9 years ago. So, I mean, that's for me, that's recent. For Deidre, she's been in it for how long?
Most of my life.
Most of your life. About 30 years she's been in retail. It's been 30 years. It has been, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah, because 11th grade on up.
Wow. But today we're going to talk about some things that we sell, some things that you can find to sell, and dealing with difficult customers. So, how do you deal with a difficult customer?
Well, you don't argue with them.
You sure don't argue with them. Believe me, you don't argue with them. Because, look, that conversation is going nowhere. The best thing you can do is to try to de-escalate the situation. There's rarely a situation where you can't say, just return it, right?
Yeah.
That's what we do. You don't like it? I'm sorry. Send that puppy back.
Yeah.
I mean, really, there's nothing else really to be done. I mean, if you get it, you don't like it, send it back.
Yeah.
I'll give you a full refund. No problem. Right. That's our motto. You don't like it, send it back.
It don't fit, send it back.
Right. Anyway, whenever you have a difficult customer, the best thing to do is just don't argue with them. Don't let them draw you into an argument. Keep professional. Don't stoop down to their level, even if they're saying a lot of nasty things. Because look, if it comes down to it, you might be going to a situation where it has to go to an eBay arbitration, and eBay is going to read all the text messages that were sent between you and that customer. If the customer's going off like a lunatic and you're being extremely professional, whose side do you think eBay's going to take? The customer's, yeah, the customer.
They tell you the customer is always right.
The customer is always
kind of
right. But you don't want to look like an idiot when it goes to arbitration. You don't want to look like, some kind of lunatic yourself in the messages that are going back and forth. Stay professional. It's the right thing to do. All right, well, enough about customer service. Stay professional, don't argue, accept returns, and let's talk about some stuff we sell. I bought an ugly lamp.
It's the three-legged creature lamp.
It's like a three-legged monster. I have no idea what this thing is, but it's cool as all get out. Look at this thing. I don't think I can get all of it in the frame, so this is what the top of it looks like. You see the little point on the top? Oh my God. It's like some kind of Gothic steeple. And then, look at this thing.
It's got 3 legs on it.
It's got 3 feet. Is that freaky or what? It looks like something out of a nightmare. I don't know where they got this thing, but I personally love it. It's got a couple of nicks on the paint, which I think I can just use a little touch-up paint to fix that right up. Mm-hmm. I just think it's so cool. I don't know. Ugly lamp sell.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah, because we had the rooster one.
Oh my God! Deidre found a rooster one. What was that? It was like an old barn rooster, and it had
The shade on it had feathers around the top.
Was it
of
feathers?
It was feathers or some. Yeah, I think it was some kind of feather or something. It was around the top of it.
You know how I advertised it?
Farm.
Ugly farm fresh lamb. Yeah, it was horrible looking. I don't know. It was a stupid looking lamp. But anyway.
But it sold.
It did sell. And we got a good price for it.
And they loved it.
They did love it. They got that thing and they were like, oh, we love the lamp. I'm not really, we're not huge in the lamps, but when we find one that is really, really, really ugly, we buy it now. So it taught us a good lesson. If you find an extremely ugly lamp, and I mean it's got to be like off the chain ugly, buy that sucker. Especially if you get it for a good price.
Yeah.
Something we don't normally do, but we have been known to do.
Yep, go dumpster diving.
We went dumpster diving. We have a storage locker, and there's dumpster.
It's a dumpster.
It's a
Yeah,
dumpster.
that's where they put their garbage in. Yeah.
But it's not a dumpster for like kitchen garbage. No, it's stuff for the
People when they clean their lockers out.
Right. So I mean, it's not normally any nastiness in there. I mean, sometimes there is, but most of the time it's just stuff.
It's just stuff that people had thrown away. They decided they didn't want.
This was so insane. These shirts behind me. This is the stuff that we got. Some of it. I'm gonna pull these down. Wow. This is crazy. See that? Oh, let's see if I can get that logo on there. Ralph Lauren logo. Yeah, it's a Ralph Lauren polo shirt. That one didn't. The logo's not showing up too well, but we got a few Ralph Lauren. This is a Columbia. Columbia's a good brand. They don't sell as well as Ralph Lauren, but they sell good. This is another Ralph Lauren. Doesn't have the pony on it.
It's the golf.
But yeah, it's the golf shirt. And the golf shirts sell pretty well. That is...
It's a Nike.
This is a Nike golf. Those sell pretty good. There's another Nike golf. These don't have logos on the front, but they do have one on the sleeve. Let me see if I can hold that. Yeah, hold that up there. Well, yeah, there it is. And I don't know. They sell. I mean, these sell. You can usually get above $20 each for all these shirts. This is another. Now the Columbia's, I don't know. The Columbia's probably be a little less, maybe $14 for the Columbia plus shipping. They have a little Columbia logo somewhere. There it is. All these came out of a dumpster. Somebody was cleaning out their locker and they threw all these shirts away. And we rescued them. So, we took them home. We washed them. Deidre washed them. I didn't wash them. I got a person that does that.
Yeah, that would be me.
But the point is, all that stuff was free, and we'll probably make $100 or better from all of that, you know? So, if you've got a storage unit, or, you know, or if you've got a storage unit nearby that you have access to, check those dumpsters every once in a while.
They throw away good stuff.
They do throw away good stuff. What was that book I got at that time? Oh yeah, it was on a camera, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, I got somebody was throwing away a bunch of stuff, and it was just, there was really nothing good in it, but they had one book, and it was a user manual for a camera. And I saw, how much did I sell that thing for? Like $10? It was free, but I sold it on eBay for $10. It was just something out of the garbage, you know. But it was an older camera, and it was a digital camera, but it was an older one. And I guess somebody needed a user manual for it, so they bought it. Okay. Something else that we bought at a thrift store for $1. Get the good one. Anytime you can find harness boots, leather harness boots. It really doesn't matter what the brand is, I don't think. Got the little metal emblem on the side. Harley Davidson boots like this are really, really desirable. But if you can find just harness boots, this is a Milwaukee. If you can see. Anytime you can find a harness boot, kind of like this one, where you've got the little harness that goes around. Usually they've got a loop on one side. They may have a logo or something like this on this side. You find this a lot in Harley Davidson boots. Harley Davidson boots are very desirable, but even if it just has like the little harness around it, especially on a Fry boot or Harley Davidson, those are crazy money. So look for harness boots. Like I said, it doesn't really matter what the brand is on them.
Just as long as it's leather.
Yeah, leather. That's good. I've talked about these before. This is something else Deidre found. This is a Born shoe. That BOC, I think it's Born something Concepts. I can't remember what the O is, but it's Born Concepts. The O may not stand for anything. Do you know?
I don't.
I don't either. But look for that brand. BOC.
They've got the cute flowers on them.
Yeah, they do, don't they? Little cutesy flowers on there. You got that pretty cheap too, didn't you?
Yeah.
It's like $3 or $4.
I think they were $7.
$7? She paid $7 for them. She paid $7 for these. But these are very expensive shoes, so usually you can get over $30 for a pair of these. So that's still a pretty good profit. Born in men's shoes is also good. The last brand we're going to talk about today is Harley Davidson. Harley Davidson anything, really. I mean, just about anything, but hats, shirts, boots. People love Harley Davidson. You know, and it's funny, it's like not even, you don't even have to be like a motorcycle person to like Harley Davidson. It's just, they have jackets, they have all kind of clothing attire.
Yeah.
Bet you that sells. Anyway, we find stuff, and that's something else. Even if something's got a problem on it, if it's got a hole in it, or if it's got a button missing, don't worry about it. If it's got the cool factor, go ahead and buy it, because somebody's probably going to buy it and repair it. Or they just may buy it and not even repair it and just use it as is. I've sold, especially Pendleton. If you get a Pendleton, even if it's got a hole in it, sell that Pendleton. Put it online, because somebody's probably going to want it. I had a pair of Ralph Lauren wool pants, 100% wool pants. Had a hole, quite a hole all the way through it.
I don't think like
It was like a moth hole on the front of it, on the top of the zipper, but it wasn't all the way through the pant, but somebody bought that. I was a little surprised about that, but after that we started just saying, you know what, even if we find something, if it's a good enough brand and it's got the cool factor to it, then go ahead and buy it. Anyway, that's going to wrap up this. We just wanted to kind of tell you about our week. Been slow. Again, August is going to be slow. So if you're having slow sales right now, don't worry about it. It's just summertime. And winter is coming.
Mm-hmm.
Winter and better sales are coming. That's it.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Vlog over.